Hey y'all, I know that I said that I would make a video for y'all that showed how I put these lock extensions in, and I actually had started working on them and I forgot, so I'm just going to show you a couple of them. I originally put my lock extensions in on March the 4th, and so these have been in for 3 weeks, about 3 weeks, and no problems at all. Let's see if you can see them. Some of them look more perfect than others. Some of them don't. But I'm okay with that. So when I put them in, a lot of people asked me to make a video and show exactly what I was doing. So before I show you how I did it, I'm going to show you the hair, because a lot of people asked about the hair also. So here's the hair. It's from makingstyles.com. Now, I actually have 6 inches in here, but I ordered this one in 8 on accident. So, and I'll show you the actual hair and what it looks like. Because I've started, it's definitely not the perfect shape anymore. But here it is. So when you order your hair, if the hair is wavy, if the hair is crinkled, it's not the right hair. You want 100% human bulky hair. When you pull it apart, you want it to look like what 4C, what hair would look like in a puff. That's what it should look like. It should look like a fake puff. If it's not, if it's wavy, if it's crinkly, take it back. It's not the right hair. It's not going to stay in your head. It's not going to mat properly so that it can lock up. Okay, so let me find some locks that aren't done, and I'll pretty much just get to it. So here's the one that I had already started. I just did that one a couple seconds ago. So I'll put it up. Find ones that are close. And then please excuse the music. My cousin feel like every day is a G day. I don't know. But it doesn't matter what I'm doing. They play music. So here's a, let's do the smaller one. Here's a lock. So all I have is the hair and a crochet needle from the beauty store. You want to put it about a ½ inch to an inch up. Push it through. You want to make it so that it's not going to come out, because if this comes out, I've had a couple come out when I first started because I was trying to give myself a little bit more length. If they come out, it's pretty much impossible to detangle it and use it again. So that hair is just lost. And this hair is $25. The 6-inch pack was $25, but this one was $30. I got 8 inches on this one. $30. So that's $30 down the drain. And I'm not wasting money. I'm gonna get married in a couple days. I can't waste any money. So I twisted it on the ends a little bit. In the middle, I'm sorry, a little bit, just to make sure it's secured inside the needle. Close the needle. Pull it through. And then you're gonna pull one end all the way through so that you have 2 equal sides. I put the remainder of my real hair inside one of the pieces, and I just wrap it. And you wrap it really loosely. Like you're not trying to make it tight, because the tighter that you wrap it, the shinier it's going to be. It's going to start to form what looks like the faux locks. Because those are wrapped really tight to hide the hair that's in between, you know, in the middle, like the braid or however they do it, if it has a brain in it. So you just wrap it, and you wrap it until you get down to the end. And after you get here, you're gonna twist and squeeze, twist and squeeze, twist and squeeze, twist and squeeze, squeeze and twist, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You do this a few times. You're just making the lock uniform. Okay. So now you have an end. You take your end and you just roll it up. I actually need to pick this out just a little bit because it's thin. It's thick. Somebody's texting me. Alright. Twist it up and then down and then up and then down and then up and then down, so that it becomes no longer, it's blunt twist and roll, 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 twist and roll. And that's it, actually. So there's a lot. So this one isn't too bad with showing where the lock extension started. I don't really need to add hair, but I'll do it anyway just so you can see it. So I have some that it was very noticeable where my lock extension started and ended. And on those, what I do is I take a couple of strands of hair, like this, and pull them apart a little bit. And these folks on Dr. Phil are absolutely crazy. But I take those and I just wrap it around where the lock extension started. And it's not going to help this one much because this one, I actually dropped a piece of it, but this one is pretty good. Wrap it around there, and what you're doing is it tightens it and makes it smaller and contracts it. And then you do the twist and roll thing. Twist and roll, twist and roll, twist and roll, twist and roll, twist and roll. And there's a lot. Now, here's my disclaimer to y'all. When I started this, I did not think about the fact that this hair has to lock. So this is just what your hair is going to look like. It's really for the appearance of it at first, because the hair that's in your head will start locking. So like this one is a good example. It's locking up here, so it's bulky. It's going to shrink back down, but they're starting to lock. So they're not perfect anymore, and I'm okay with that. But just to let you know that when they start locking, their shape is going to change, and they're not going to be super perfect anymore. And if you want them to be super perfect off the bat, it may be best for you if you do another way, because they're not going to stay like this. In another way, like creating your own lock extensions with a crochet needle, and then, you know, it's pretty much matted in between, and then connecting them that way, because this way they're not going to stay perfect. So here's one more I'll do on camera. Let's see. I guess this will be enough hair. I'm not particularly sure. I'm not the best at measuring the amount of hair to use. I'm going to pull out just a little bit more. I may have made it too big, but whatever. Here it is. Before I put it in there, I twist it in the middle. Anyway, so this one is really small, so let's go with this one. All right. Going about a ½ inch up or an inch up, pulling it through, making sure that it's in the middle of the lock or near the middle, and it's not going to fall out. Take my twisted piece of hair, put it on the hook, close the latch, pull it through. After you pull it through, pull one side through. Okay. After you pull one side through, fluff it out and make sure the sides are somewhat even. This side is a little bit longer, but that's okay. I'm going to put the lock extension inside of, my real lock inside of this piece of hair, and then start to move down. Okay. Start to move down. And remember, do not make this tight. This part does not have to be tight. This is going to be a lock where I'm going to have to use the hair to cover up where my hair is, it seems. It doesn't look like I've used enough hair. And if that's the case, it's okay. Because like I said, these are going to lock. Right now, this is just giving it the appearance of being locked until it starts to lock fully. So just twisting it down. It's not tight. It's not something that it could come apart pretty much before I twist and roll it. So there's the lock. Twist and roll. Now this one is too small, so I've had this happen a couple times where I've made the lock too small, and I'll show you exactly how I fix it. So taking the end and I'm rolling it up. And when I roll it up, I'm rolling it up and then down, up and down. So it's pretty much in the same place. It's not adding any bulk to the top. So this lock I made a little too small. I actually sectioned the hair for a bigger piece, and it's not enough hair. So I just add hair to it. Like, it's really, just add hair on top of the lock. And of course, I'm nobody's professional, but this is what works for me. My extensions have been in my hair for 3 weeks. I haven't had any fall out. I haven't had any like start to look fake or catch on to stuff or come apart. This was what worked for me, and so this is what I'm doing. So here's one. This is a lock that I had not enough hair for, and so I'm just twisting this back up because I had already sealed my ends, which I should have waited to do. Twist, roll, squeeze and twist. So you're squeezing and twisting it, squeezing and twist, squeeze and twist, squeeze and twist, squeeze and twist. And there's my lock. Squeeze and twist, squeeze and twist. I do it a few times. So there's that one. Now this one, I have a little bit of hair on the end, but that's okay. Because if I look at my natural lock, they look like that. So I'm okay with that. So that's 2 of them. That's pretty much how I do the whole head. I am about to do my whole head because today is wash day. I'm going to put them in, I'm going to wash my hair, and then I'm going to do a braid out. This is one of the ones I just did too. And showing y'all I move a lot slower than what I normally do. So that's pretty much it. If y'all have any questions, you can ask. Like I said, I got the hair at makingstyles.com. This is 8-inch jet black, $30 per pack. In my head right now, before these, I had 3 packs of the 6-inch hair. Okay, so I'll do one more because I know it's different. So this one's a little bigger. Y'all, I'm not good at measuring how much hair to put in here. Like, I'm not. I'm nobody's professional for sure. So here's the hair. I'll do this little big one right here. 1/2 inch up, or 1/2 inch to 1 inch up. You want to make sure that it's in the middle of the lock. Make sure the hair isn't going to come out. Now, this lock is moving. So my hair is not completely locked at the bottom. So because it's not completely locked at the bottom, I'm going to go up a little bit more to a spot where it is. Yeah, that's better. Piece of hair in my face. Sorry about that. So to put it in, I take the hair, and I don't think this is going to be enough hair. I think I'm going to have to add a hair to it when I fill it, but we'll see. Take the hair, put it in between the crochet needle, close the latch, pull it through, pull one side completely through. There. Put the lock, my real lock, with one side of the hair, and then I just start to twist it down really loosely, not tight at all. Y'all, if you do it tight, they will look fake. I can promise you. I have a couple that I was kind of rushing to get done, and I made them too tight, and I had to go through and put water on them and frizz them out and try to keep them from being so compact, because it was just, they looked really bad. So this one, like I said, is small. So I'll show you how I fix that one more time. So I'm bringing it all the way down. Okay. This one's way too small. So when it's small, I just take a piece of hair. And the hair is in like slides, I don't know, like in so I made it way too small. When it locks, it's not gonna look natural. So there it is. I go a little bit above where I started the lock extension, and I just wrap more hair around it. Because this hair does mat, it's going to mat. So it's no biggie. I did quite a few like this. I just didn't make them perfect the first time around. There's some I got perfect the first time around, and that was great. There's a lot of them I didn't. Because like I said, I'm not professional. I'm nobody's hairstylist. So this was all trial and error, and it worked for me. This is what worked for me. What's up, Dad? You're so weird, man. What are you doing? I'm on a live video and you blowing kisses at me. Like, so anyway. Okay. So pretty much uniform. Squeeze roll, squeeze roll, squeeze roll, squeeze roll, squeeze roll. Squeeze roll. Same thing. Squeeze roll, squeeze roll, squeeze roll, squeeze roll, squeeze roll, squeeze roll, squeeze roll. Alright. Take the edge. Because remember this right here, it's just pretty much dangling. And you just take it and you're going to wrap it up. And then wrap it down. Wrap it up, wrap it up. I can use the card no matter where we go. That's fine. Wrap it up, wrap it down, wrap it up, wrap it down, wrap it down, wrap it up, wrap it down, wrap it up, wrap it down. So when I say wrap it up and wrap it down, I'm just not going all the way back up the lock with the end. So at the end will be blunt. Squeeze, roll, squeeze, roll, squeeze, roll. And that's it. So that's how I do my lock extensions, y'all. So I hope that this helped a little bit. I hope y'all were really able to see how I did it. But that's pretty much it. So I'm done for now. I'm gonna get finished with the rest of them so that I can wash my hair, and I'm gonna do a braid. All right, bye.